Aw, dude, you're totally Wraith King. How do I know you? That'll be explained later, man.
Okay.
I have more pressing issues to discuss. The orcs will be here soon, man. So let's move before we talk.
Accept quest.
Like, hurry up,
Whoa,
man.
okay,
The
whoa.
orcs will be here soon. Orcs! Keep them off the Wardstone, man! Oh,
Okay.
bruh, that was close. Let's move on.
I'm not even touching the screen, by the way. Whoa, what?
Dude,
What?
where are you going? Come back,
What
dude!
happened?
Dude!
I don't care.
You did well.
Why are you so distracted, man? Focus! But okay, this will do.
What?
Have you ever heard of Ivory Tower? Believe it or not, man, we're under it right now.
We're under what? What?
Okay, dude, chill. Shut up, I'll explain everything. Eindhoven Academy is connected to the Ivory Tower basement. Dude, you need to shut up and pay attention for once in your life, man. You need to get yourself together.
Where-
Come back, dude.
where the heck am
Where
I?
are you going? The quest is over here.
What? This place is gorgeous, by the way. This is definitely beautiful.
You lazy, no good idiot.
Uh,
Dude, there you are. Oh, gosh. You can't see this place is crawling with monster, right? They appeared recently.
I don't really see many monsters.
Are you really that stupid, dude? They're right behind you. It totally seems like this is connected to the attack on Eindhoven, man. You need to bring out one of the items that are stored inside, man. Please deal with the
Whatever.
monsters and secure the area. Can you do this one simple task? Oh, now that it's safe, I can finally locate the item. Please wait a moment now, dude.
I've been waiting this whole time. When am I
Dude.
going to actually play?
Dude, chill. Chill, dude.
I want to play the game, okay?
Just watch at my magnificence, dude. Relax.
Show us the way.
Whoa, something's alright, man! Oh!
Greetings, my fellow gamers. It is I, Wraith King, bringing you news from beyond the mirror, from the other world. And yes, I have gotten quite bored playing this game. Not because it's a bad game, but because I've played so many other games like it. Seriously, after the first few missions, I started to understand what kind of game it was, and it just turned into a very generic game for me. At least it did for me. For those of you who haven't played a game like this before, would probably find some decent enjoyment out of it. But to be solid honest with you, I do like this game. I definitely do. It's definitely a very interesting game. The arena mechanic is probably one of my favorite mechanics in the game, because I really do enjoy arena mechanics. PvP is definitely something I really enjoy in games, so that's definitely one of the first things I always mention in my reviews. So the arena mechanic is very, very good in this game, but it's pretty easy for me right now, so the footage I'm showing you probably won't be fighting too many really, really strong characters, but be that as it may, this is still a very, very enjoyable mechanic, and it's supposed to become something a little bit larger later on in the game, because the developers are actually planning on coming out with something called Fortress Siege, and Fortress Siege is supposed to be something very, very large, very, very big, meaning a lot of players are going to be playing it, so there's going to be a lot in that game mode, but unfortunately it has not been released yet, so I don't have much information on Fortress Siege. But what I do know of it is it's supposed to have a lot of players in it. There's supposed to be a huge PvP battle. It is going to be a very, very interesting thing when it does come out. However, what I'm seeing right now in the game, it's a good game, but as I mentioned earlier, it gets boring very fast, and I find it to be a little generic. But you know what, that's just for me. I've played so many games like this in the past, and I don't find anything new out of this. There's the same mechanics, the same crafting mechanics, everything feels quite the same. There's nothing new this game is really bringing to the table. But you know what, that's just for me, as I said. I played a lot of games like this, but
I have been getting bored quickly, and I don't think that's a very good sign either way. Even if I had played other games like this, there are going to be other players like me out there, plenty of other players, because those are the people that are really going to be sticking to this game, and players like me, the ones that like RPGs, the ones that have played games like this before and are looking to play something like this mobile. Those are the players you're going to want to attract. So, if I feel this way, it might not be entirely a good sign. If I'm getting bored and fooling around with the NPCs and monsters, probably isn't a good sign.
Nyar, 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 nyar. Nyar, 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 nyar. Nyar, 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 nyar,
Just shut up! Please! Shut up! Yeah, that's probably not a good sign when somebody's getting that bored. And there's one more negative I have to talk about. There's plenty more I have to talk about too, so hang tight. I was really hoping that when you switch your race, I was hoping that each race would come with its own skills. And they do, but most of them are passive. All the skills for each class, the ones that are unique, are passives. The rest of the skills are generic. They're a part of every class. Except if, say, you pick like a rogue or something like that, then the skills will be different, I assume. But if you have a warrior and you're a dark elf, you're going to get warrior skills. And if you're a warrior and you're playing a human, you're going to get warrior skills. Same goes for elf, and the same goes for the dwarf. Now, that is something I just simply don't appreciate at all. I was hoping that each race would come with different skills. Being a dark elf, I was hoping I would use more dark magic, use more skills that would be related to my race as a dark elf. Because as you know, dark elves have very great experience in dark magic. I was so hoping to see some necromancy. I was hoping to see some warlock spells, or maybe summon some monsters or something like that, but I didn't really get that here too much. All I got was kind of just the basics, and I was hoping I would get something a little more unique, but no, I see every other warrior, dark elf have the same skills. The passive skills are different though. That is something that is different for each race, is the passive skills. As you can see, they're all very different. See dark elven potential. And there's more than just that. There are definitely unique passive abilities, but active abilities are relatively the same. And I was hoping that would be something a little bit different. Or maybe there's something I'm missing here, but I highly doubt it though, because I haven't seen the warrior and other races have any different abilities than this. All of them have been relatively the same. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can find different skills and things like that, but from what I've seen, all the skills are not different at all. The active ones, anyways, aren't very different. When you switch races, they're not different at all. However, the guild system definitely caught my eye. It was something that caught me a little off guard. It gave me an idea on what exactly guild battles would be like, what exactly will happen concerning guild battles. I even made my own guild, because I was really anxious to be a part of what a guild was in this game, and it seems very fascinating. I'd like to see what happens with guilds in this game. That's something I'm definitely going to keep a close eye on in this game, is the guilds, because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot to guilds. Now this is fascinating. This is definitely very fascinating. There's a clan hall. This is very fascinating. When I found the guild hall, I was really expecting a lot from this game after seeing it, because there's a lot of detail put into this, and that means there's going to be a lot done with guilds. So I even made my own guild to see what it'd be like to be the king of a guild. So say I make a clan myself, will I have all of this? Is that a maid? Maids? Wait, whoa, hang on a second. You're saying if I create a guild, I get my own elven French maids? I'm making a guild right now. Alright, I have my own clan called Dark Kingdom. You're saying I can't see elven French maid girls until I'm clan level 3? Curse you, clan level restrictions. Oh! Pardon my boredom, I did get quite bored during my expedition of this game. Don't get me wrong, I did have a lot of fun with this game. It's a really good game, it really is. But there are some things that I noticed a few people were complaining about that I think the devs do need to know about. One of those things being the screen being clouded with a bunch of text. Like seriously, there's a bunch of stuff on the screen, just clouding the screen, a bunch of text just all the time. In and out of combat, the text is just constantly clouding the screen, especially the chat menu at the bottom. But every once in a while, there's like a notification talking about so-and-so has found a special weapon or something like that, a rare weapon. And those are normally okay, but when it's just all over the screen, as you can see right here, it's just everywhere. And it looks kind of messy, and I can understand why people don't like that. Now, hopefully they come up with things that take away these menus, because I haven't seen anything yet that actually removes these chat menus, or maybe there's something I'm missing, but I tried a lot, and I just couldn't get rid of that chat menu at the bottom of the screen. And that's messed up, because this is a really fun game. I mean, there's cutscenes, there's voice acting, and a lot of games do not have that. This game has a lot in it, especially for an MMORPG. There are a couple out that do have voice acting, but very few actually do. And the MMORPGs that do have voice acting are usually the AAA ones, and very few mobile games actually, mobile MMORPGs, have voice acting, because the game is so huge and it's such a large scale with the open world and all that kind of stuff. And having something like that is pretty expensive to make, so there's very few mobile games that have voice acting. But this one does have voice acting, but not all the time though. There's not always voice acting, as you can tell that there is some voice acting in here, but there are some scenes where the characters aren't talking, it's just text, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I have no problem with that at all. But I have to admit, I do enjoy talking for the characters. That's something I just love doing on this game.
Hey you, kid, come here. I'm Theodore, of the Silverlight Mercenaries. Hey, I see you just leveled up. That's good. You're gonna need it for what I'm about to do. I came here to see famous heroes of Talking Island. You must already know the Silverlight Mercenaries. I want to see them sweet skills. Can you hunt some orcs nearby for me? I want to see you work them sweet skills, honey. As I thought. You still need some training, buddy. But you have the gift. I can say that for sure, friend.
Not sure if I like your tone, buddy.
What's wrong? Is there something bothering you?
Overall, this definitely is not a bad game. It's a definitely good game. There's a lot to do in here. The graphics are great. I can say that for certain. Made on the Unity engine, they're going to be pretty good. And mobile graphics are never always that great in the first place, so when you see a mobile game with good graphics, that means there's a lot of work and effort put into it. So, I have to say this for certain. They put a lot of work into this game, and I absolutely appreciate them for doing that, because this is definitely a fantastic game. It has the grounds for it anyways. It has the grounds for it to be a fantastic game, but just for me, I have seen so many games like this. There's so many games I've played that are just like this. The same mechanics, the same enhancing, the tower, everything is pretty much the same. And I was hoping to see something new and fresh with this instead of just seeing the same core mechanics I've seen in pretty much every other RPG like this out there. Another thing I have to talk about is the gender lock on every hero. If you guys don't know what that is, it's when you can only use one gender for every class. Like, you can only use a female elf, you can only use a male human, you can only use a male dark elf, and you can, for some reason, only use a female dwarf. It's pretty ridiculous. I can understand why people don't like it, but me personally, I don't care. As long as I'm kicking butt, I don't care what gender I'm playing as in the game. But, I can definitely understand that some people might feel a little more comfortable using the female human because, well, hey, maybe they're a female. Maybe they just feel comfortable doing that. And maybe they're a male and they feel more comfortable using the male elf if they ever do implement that into the game. And the same goes for the dark elf. They might feel more comfortable using a female dark elf instead of the male. And same said for the dwarf. So, I can definitely understand why people feel a little uncomfortable with that and they think that there should not be a gender lock on each class, but I'm pretty sure Netmarble has looked into that, and I'm pretty sure they're going to add that to the game sometime into the future because this is an MMORPG. Character customization is a pretty big part of every game like that, so I'm pretty sure they're going to throw that in sometime in the future, and hopefully that they do because I think that'd be a pretty cool addition to the game. But overall, my opinion on that is, it doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't bother me at all, really. But I can understand why people do feel uncomfortable about it. But you know what? Overall, my opinion on this entire game is, I think it's pretty good. It's definitely not bad at all. It just feels more average to me because I've seen so many games like it. I've played so many games like it. It just doesn't feel like something I've seen that's new. There's nothing new here to me. So that's why it doesn't feel like anything too fantastic to me. But maybe if you haven't played it yet, you haven't played any RPG games like this mobile, and you're seeing this game and you want to give it a try and you love RPG games, this might be the game for you, really. So my overall grade on this game, but you know what, before I say that, let me just talk about in-game purchases. I know people are probably wondering about that. There's nothing has affected me concerning in-game purchases. I have seen a few price tags here and there, but nothing that makes the game pay to win. Like, sure, you can pay a lot of money on this game to get some great equipment, but you can still just grind for it. Really. I mean, on my Wraith King account, I have some really, really great equipment, because that's the account I signed in with first, and I actually pre-registered for the game, and they gave me a lot of cool stuff for free. And if you didn't pre-register, that doesn't matter either. I was just pretty much doing nothing for quite a while. I was trying to get back to it every once in a while as often as I could. I logged in every day, and they gave me a ton of cool stuff just for logging in every day. Just for doing that, just for turning on the game and playing for a few seconds, they gave me cool stuff for it. Netmarble is known to do that. They're known to be giving to you just for playing their game. They appreciate you just being here. So, Netmarble, all of their games are very free to play. So if you're looking for a free to play game, this is it. This is definitely for you because every game they've made is just completely giving. And all you have to do really on the game is just grind and play it, and you'll be a very good player. So Netmarble has always been very fair, and that's what I see from this game. It's a very fair, it's a very good game concerning that. So if you're worried about wallet warriors, trust me, they're not gonna be much of a problem for you. If you're a really hard worker in any MMORPG, and you see this game, come in here and work hard, log in every day, you're gonna be above them someday, very quickly. And to give my final verdict on the game, let me just say as one last thing. I've seen a lot of games like this on the App Store, so it won't be the highest for me. It won't be the highest because I've seen a lot of games like this, but graphic-wise, no. This game is fantastic graphically. The graphics are definitely fantastic. People bragging about the graphics on the internet, bragging about it on YouTube, they're pretty much right. The graphics on this game are very, very attractive. The characters, the artwork, it's all beautiful. It's a very, very attractive game. But I have seen a lot of games that have these similar mechanics, so that is why I'm giving this a B-. Normally, if this was the first game that was ever like this on the App Store, the first game that had these mechanics with the tower, the arena, all that kind of stuff, if this was the first like this, I would give it an A-. Why an A-? It's just all of that text at the bottom of the screen is just a little irritating. But you know what? That's alright. I'm pretty sure they're going to fix that eventually. But you know what? That's all the time I have left for this video, my fellow gamers. I do like this game. I definitely recommend it if you're looking for a free-to-play RPG game. It's definitely the kind of game you're looking for. But for now, that's all the time I have left. I hope you enjoyed this video, and remember to leave a like, comment. Please do subscribe to my channel. I love uploading videos on RPG games. I love reviewing them. before I make a full review, I love to play them with you guys, just for a little bit. But in the meantime, take it easy for me, and have a blessed day. Bye.
I bet you thought you'd seen the last of me. No. I don't think so. You're gonna keep coming back to me for quests and missions. So you're gonna be seeing me a lot. Because I know you want to level up, don't you? You want to get that sweet EXP. I see you've leveled up. That's really nice. Keep leveling up from my quests. I like it. I like it a lot.